What's happening, beautiful people? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to whatever in the world we're going to call this series going forward. Today, we have a friend, a yo-yo player, an inspirational. We're definitely cutting that, dog. One of the most inspiring people in our community, Mr. Alex Wiggs. Thanks for hanging out with me, Mr. Alex. How are you today, brother?
I'm good. I found out, you called me a friend earlier, and I was just like beaming with pride because I'm finally
Dude,
made a friend.
you are one of my friends. You're one of my first G2 friends, actually.
Well, I appreciate that. I'm doing well. I'm just happy to be here and witness all of your charm.
Well, hey, it's an absolute honor that you would even sit down with me and talk today. I super love you, my friend. I'm thankful for your friendship. I got a question though. How did you get started in G2? I know that I'm sure you probably started like a lot of us with a crappy yo-yo, but how did you find the mythical creature that we call G2 Jake?
That's what we're rolling with. Mythical creature.
Can you think of a better name for him?
Uh, I can, but it's not appropriate
I
for
mean, you
family.
met him at Disney World. Did y'all hug or
I mean,
did
no. I offered to buy him a beer, take him back to my place, but he said no. We should
wasn't your day
probably cut that
partner?
out.
Wasn't your day partner?
It wasn't my day.
Wasn't
But
your day partner?
but having said that, how did I find G2? My beautiful wife. Best part about me. Best part about you is your wife.
Praise the
No
Lord.
offense, but she purchased a yo-yo for me in let's see, it was Christmas 2021. After I had said, "Oh yeah, I used to yo-yo some when I was younger," and it was a terrible yo-yo. I didn't know that at the time because it was way better than what I had in the 90s and 2000s. But it was one of those Supreme yo-yos, or my camera's doing its thing, or Fetus Nice or Wadiobu, whatever they call themselves
A
now.
water, you got you a water bow.
Well, they hadn't moved on to that name yet, but yeah, that's what I got, and it worked. It was
It's
functional.
surprising.
But then I started working my way through, the catalog at Yo-Yo Tricks because we get ravenous. We want more yo-yos, the next yo-yo.
Everybody.
And Canon was really good. That was a good step up. But then I believe it was April of 2022, I saw the video for the Blackout Valhalla, and Jake, in all of his moody angst that video had, uh, it was a well made video, kind of cheesy, kind of cool, kind of nerdy. All of those things that yo-yo can be, right?
Sure.
And then shortly after that, of course, I was refreshing the website. Why is nothing in stock? Why? Because everything sells out because they're
Amen.
good.
In seconds.
So, uh,
And we
so
and they're not
the
and Jake's not only selling three either. Let's keep that in mind.
yeah, absolutely. So the brass lilac wash Valhalla
One of the
had a
best
drop,
ones.
and I got it, and I felt great. And then when I held it in my hand, I was like, "Dang, this is special."
Sure.
It looks classy. It's beautiful. The finish on it was amazing, and when I threw it, it was like nothing I had thrown before. And that's kind of how I got hooked on G2. So Matt, I am kind of curious, what was your first G2 from Jake?
From headquarters.
Yeah.
I let me see here. I feel like I got a special one. It's a colorway that I kind of still love today. Check it out. It's the AL.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Put it
This
in
is
front of
the
your face again.
huh,
Put it in front of your face again. There you go.
the AL7 Banshee 22 in the Haunted Waters.
Oh, I have that one too. It's a good one.
A grade. I kind of lucked out with this one. I wasn't on Patreon yet. My first yo-yo, I just begged Jake to let me buy it. Thankfully, he
Yeah.
let me buy it. Well, Maybe I joined. I don't remember if I joined a lottery or not, but here I am with it.
So Patreon, I like it because like so I mentioned I got my first one in April of 22, and then in May of 22. Actually, it was April 30th. My wife was like, "Is there like a yo-yo of the month club that you can join?" And I said, "Yeah, there is." So I
Yeah.
jumped all over it. I initially joined the shirt tier because there wasn't a soul tier, and then May 1 rolls around. I joined the soul tier, and yeah, I've
Love that.
been a subscriber ever since. My wife uh, likes that I yo-yo, which is weird because it's
She thinks
kind of
it's hot.
nerdy. I mean, most women probably do.
Sure.
Most men probably do too. It is.
We don't
But
discriminate, baby. We love love.
no, she's told me before that she just appreciates that I'm staying out of trouble. I'm not going out with the boys or anything like I have any friends, but uh, uh yourself, uh you would be one of the few.
We're going
But
clubbing, homie.
are we? I'll just come on down to Arkansas. There you go. But yeah, it's a quiet hobby, and I'm kind of a night owl, so I needed something that was quiet that wouldn't wake my wife.
Fair.
How about you, man?
Man, I was BST surfing and I saw a B18 for what I considered to be a good price. I mean, and I thought it was blue, of course, it was purple. And yeah, but I didn't know that till I got it, of course. You might have been the one that told me it was purple. I don't remember exactly.
You still don't know.
Yeah,
They
still
could
don't
be
know. It
messing with
might be
you.
blue, but found that thing and I got it in and it was glass smooth. It made I've just never played with anything like that before, and it was a completely different premium skill toy that I had never been, you know, shown in my life. So definitely got me hooked. I came in hot and heavy in the Discord, ready to talk about all of the yo-yos. So
I'm not
thankfully,
gonna
I got
lie,
that B18 and then evolved on.
you were a little much.
Well, yeah, that's what Tori says as well. But hey, you got to risk it to get the biscuit, baby.
So I am kind of impressed. You set a goal for yourself to get sponsored by Jake. I think maybe you had your wife abuse her mayoral powers
Yeah, for
to
sure.
strong arm him. Any
Yeah.
truth to that?
Uh, I feel like it's probably the wrong time to say maybe there will be a book. I don't want to make any promises. Um, we'll
There's
see.
like 100 people that yo-yo, right? Nobody's buying that book unless
Well,
you get Oprah.
hey, Higby sold so many books he couldn't get them for years, and people were mad. Remember?
Fair enough.
Okay. Hey, hey, we can sell a book. Okay. Hawk Tui, the Matt Mullins story. That's selling out, dog. That's selling
Oh, that,
out.
that poor girl. She's immortalized forever.
We can use her idea. She
Kids,
was on the right track. Let's talk
kids,
about
be
yo-yos
careful
instead.
what you say on video and on the internet. Let her uh, be a lesson to you.
Hey, but what we're here to talk about, all that is great. But what we're here to talk about is the Arbiter series.
Yeah.
Jake kind of threw us for a loop last week with releasing, or maybe not last week, a couple weeks ago, with releasing that AL7 SS version of the Arbiter. I know you got it in your hands. I know you are you loving it? Just initial thoughts right off the bat. And what was your first Arbiter to start out with?
Well, first question, I do love I love all of them. But my first
Ooh,
arbiter
all of them.
was the Coral
The Coral. I
OG
had that
arbiter
one.
with gold rims.
She's pretty.
I like it.
That's your OG. That's your first one. Did you
That was
like
my
it?
first one. Uh, no, I didn't.
Okay. Do you care to elaborate?
Oh, okay. So my first G2 was a Valhalla, rim weighted,
Power.
powerful, very momentum based in how it moved. Second one was Carbine, very powerful, rim weighted,
Sexy.
monometal.
Sure.
Still probably the most powerful monometal I've ever thrown.
Other than the
Then was the
monolith.
Banshee SS. It was again rim weighted, very performance driven, very agile, very quick. Then I got the Arbiter, and it wasn't those things.
Yeah, one of these things are not like the other.
Yeah, but over time it grew, and the way that happened was I went on a vacation with my family, and I was taking my everyday carry at the time because it was one I felt like I could damage, the yo-yo iceberg. I really enjoyed that, shaped very much like the Banshee SS. But then I thought, well, I haven't thrown the Arbiter much. I feel bad for spending that money. I'm going to take it with me. Nothing else, I'll throw the iceberg all the time. The problem was the iceberg's bearing seized up, and I didn't have a bearing tool with me to remove it. So I was stuck with the Arbiter, and crap.
That's the G2 gods lining it up.
I guess so, because I was learning branding at the time, and some basic rejections, and the shape of it's perfect for that. And I'm throwing it, and it's so smooth, and has kind of a laid back vibe to it when you're throwing it. And I learned branding. Shout out to Doc Pop, he's amazing. I love all of his tricks. But I fell in love with the Arbiter during that vacation, and I haven't turned back. So
I love the Arbiter as well. I think it's very comfortable. I mean, that's fair saying, right?
absolutely. I mean, it's probably my most comfortable shape. I call it my comfort yo-yo. But should we start talking about the Arbiter X?
Well, instead, well, you said there was one Arbiter OG that had brass, right?
Yes.
Now
There
that was
was
a
one. It had some QC issues, so I think Jake was maybe a little scared off from that. But then there was the normal AL7 variant. Very similar. At that time, he wasn't really redesigning them. He was just changing the material. So it's just a similar to the AL6. It's just a little bit heavier.
so you're saying the AL6 had a brass version as well.
I believe AL6 was the brass, and it was the only brass. I think that was a one and done for brass.
Now,
It was
when
a
he went
clear.
to AL7, which was that what you're holding there?
Yeah, this is the AL7 retirement run, which is called Final Form.
Oh,
I
why
believe
does
it's
that look
Frieza
so
inspired.
pack fade-ish to me?
So because you can't see colors, that's
Okay.
why.
Well,
But it's purple and kind of a blue as well, faded together or
it's
washed together.
it's blue. That's nice.
There you go.
That's cool. So, was there a brass version of the AL7?
I don't think there was.
Okay.
I'd have to check to confirm.
Okay.
But
So, yeah, let's talk about the X then.
all right, let's do it. So which X do you have? Oh wait,
I
I
have
know.
the AL6 Blackout. Got this for Christmas from my buddy Alex Wiggs.
If he was a real friend, he would have sent you this one.
No, I like this one. This is the AL6. A lot of things I like about this. I guess when we're talking about the regular OG Arbiter, we're thinking a comfortable throw. I would say it's a little larger. It fills my hand up. Would you not
Yep.
say that?
Yeah, absolutely.
But
And
when you look at this shape, for some reason, I think comfort. But what Jake decided to do was let's make a competitive yo-yo. Let's make it a bimetal, and let's make it perform. Boy, my screen is just totally against this yo-yo.
just put it in front of your face because nobody wants to see that anyway.
There we go.
I'm kidding. You're a beautiful specimen.
Hopefully you can say that, y'all.
I can. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's like you're sniffing it or something. I don't know.
So I personally think it's super quick on the string. I mean, what do you think?
Yeah, it's very quick. The first time I threw it, I wasn't good enough to keep up. I'm still not, but uh, it's effortless, and it almost felt like at the time it was the lightest yo-yo I had thrown, and I think it clocks in at 61, 62 grams, but it feels almost weightless on the string. It almost feels like it has that hollow quality to it. That's the best I can describe it, where you definitely feel the rims, and it feels like that's all you're throwing is those rims. Does that make sense?
No, it makes perfect sense to me. I mean, the yo-yo really is fantastic, and it's such a great second step to the yo-yo. Now that we've kind of went into newer steps, we kind of see that there really is no limitation to what can be done with this yo-yo. But this was a great second go at it.
But yeah, and that's the weird thing. Like, not weird, but I feel like this is the first and only time where he's made changes between AL6 and AL7, but not changes so drastic as what we're going to get into. And basically, you get 4 completely different yo-yos.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Massively. Massively. Which AL7 brass do you have? Or wait, is that where we're going next?
Let's go to AL6 brass because that was the next release.
Okay.
So I've got the royal purple.
Oh,
it's
wow.
Very, very sleek, very classy. It's the color of royalty for a reason.
Wow. You need to sell that to me stat.
Heck no.
Okay, now where are our design changes here?
So with this, he just slapped from what I can remember, he just slapped a brass ring on it. I think the rings are pretty much the same size. It's just it added weight to it, and it kind of gives it just a little more power. You still have almost all of the quickness, but it feels more controllable, more stable.
I really do feel like that's something that we forgot to bring up, even with the AL6, this one, the blackout. We're adding a lot more power with that bimetal compared to that first Arbiter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pushing the rims to making it an outer rather than inner.
Yes, sir.
Definitely.
So, what else do we need to say about the 6?
It's a really good yo-yo, and if you get a chance to buy it, do, because it's awesome.
Now,
all of these, I love them.
Well, sure, that's the kind of the issue, is they're all good. Now, with the next release of the Arbiter, we had some design changes, correct?
Yeah, so he went to. So I have the Foundry, kind of a dark, kind of gunmetal gray.
Sure.
Along with the brass ring.
Very famous colorway.
Now I'm going off of memory. We can check stats and maybe tack those on to the end of the video or something like that. But this is so he put this out there. Wanted to get feedback. Didn't really share what he changed. The rims got bigger, but the body got lighter. So overall, this is the lightest. If I'm not mistaken, this is the lightest version.
Okay.
And it doesn't play like it's the lightest. It plays like almost like an in-between for the AL6 and the 2 AL6 versions. At least that's kind of my assessment, but it's always kind of hard to describe how a yo-yo is playing.
Sure.
But it was hard to imagine a yo-yo getting any better than that.
Yeah, we kind of feel that way every time we get a yo-yo in the mail nowadays.
Yeah,
but
isn't that?
It always blew my mind how Jake, when I was first researching G2, something that he would tell people is weight does not matter. Like, I can make a 70-gram yo-yo play like a 60-gram yo-yo, and I can make a 60-gram yo-yo play like a 70-gram yo-yo. So that's
When
something
I
that I always found amazing was that he is so smart about the design process that he can actually manipulate weight the way that he wants to.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's I remember when I came back to yo-yoing, like hearing people say, "Oh, 65 to 67 grams is the sweet spot." But I find myself liking the 63 to 65 gram, or even with bimetals, kind of around that 62 gram. It You can't get too hung up on the specs.
Sure.
You just have to trust.
It's
With
what's
us,
on
we
the
can
inside
trust.
that counts.
It sure is. That's why we like you, buddy.
Hey, thick ladies, skinny ladies, it's all same thing with yo-yos. Some people just like them different strokes for different folks. As my pop used to say, whatever tickles your pickle. And this is the same situation.
I'll tell you what, it's sure good that only like 5 people are going to watch this.
Well, good. 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 That's probably a positive thing.
Anyway,
So what's next? Where are we going now? We've redesigned it. It's plays the lightest that we've ever made one, but it's not the lightest, right?
no, I believe the AL7 brass is still the lightest
Okay.
because he actually went. Now he switched rim material for the AL7,
The
which I
brass.
have this beautiful yo-yo. Ooh, rainbow blasted rims.
That's very pretty. What's the name of the colorway there?
Oh, what did they go with? Was this gumdrop?
Is this the new one? This is the new one, right? The AL7
Yes.
brass.
Oh well, this is the AL7 stainless steel,
Oh, okay. This is
and
the brand new one.
switched the rim material
Okay.
to stainless steel,
Got
uh,
you.
lighter material, but this one clocks in heavier. But I don't know. He did it again. He made me love an entirely new Arbiter,
That's the
and
kind of the story of all of this is he did it again.
he did it again.
He did it
And
again.
it
What's
plays different. Honestly, I feel like that one plays a little similar to, like, if I were to choose which one it plays the most similar to, I'd probably pick the AL6 brass, but
it's this one,
it
right?
still has differences in how it performs.
Is that this one?
That's pretty.
Is that 7 or 6?
Um, Honestly, I'm not. I
It's
believe that one is 6.
it's royalty.
Uh, in that case, it could be AL6 or 7.
I something that I noticed when I was looking, I mean, because we've been kind of thinking about doing this video for a minute, and I wanted to look at the differences mainly in my arbiters. Now I know we got two different family members here, but I definitely saw this extra groove here right in the body.
Yeah, so they did make that change. So if there's the groove, then you've got the AL7 there.
Yeah. So
So that is the AL7.
so I do agree with you though. It plays super fast. Get my hair to do
Me
what I
too.
needed to do. Oh, yours nailed it the first time, dude. You nailed it. So I mean, so what do you think now? Now that I mean, I don't have a stainless steel AL7 yet. Tell me what I got to look forward to.
So I think it kind of just, it's so hard describing how a yo-yo plays, but to me, he kind of figured out a way to take the best bits of each of the preceding yo-yos. You have the comfort of the OG that's in all of them, and then you have the quickness of the AL6. You have the power and the kind of presence on the string that the AL6 brass had, and then AL7 just refined that. And with each one, it's just refining it and working its way towards what I think is is the pinnacle, at least so far. Now, still early. I might find myself gravitating back to some of the others, but as far as the performance, OG will always have a place in my heart. But as far as the performance, it is really hard to beat this one, and I love it.
Well, Jake himself said this was the winner.
Well, I mean, let's face it, he doesn't know everything. But in this case, so far, I'm agreeing.
I would say the guy that designed these yo-yos, if he says it's the winner, we should probably believe it.
That's fair. That's
okay,
fair.
Cool. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm stoked to try the AL6 though. Alex, thanks for coming and hanging out, dude.
Hey, thanks for taking a chance on me. I mean, I have the face for radio and the voice for a radio that's broken. So,
wow.
I mean, you took a real risk. You're going to lose subscribers.
Whatever, dog. Whatever, dog. Thank you so much for coming to hang out, brother. Everybody, I hope y'all just enjoyed us kind of talking about the Arbiter, right? I mean, we've had several different versions, and Jake's just kind of found a way to make all of them bang. And for that, we are thankful. Right, Mr. Alex?
I am.
All right. Alex, 35 subscribers on your YouTube. Maybe we can get you to 40 or 50, dog.
Oh, well, that would be something. I mean, you didn't realize you had a celebrity on here. Like only half of those are family members.
I kind of assumed I did.
I mean, look at me. Look at me.
Y'all, Alex, seriously, thank you so much for taking the time to hang out with me, brother. Hope y'all enjoyed this video on the Arbiter. Thanks for coming to hang out, guys. Mucho love to you and yours. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Let's ride. Right, Alex? Let's
Absolutely.
ride.
Let's ride.
Let's ride. Oh, I didn't do mine.
That's a Banshee. Oh, yeah. Okay. So I am kind of curious, what was your first G2 from Jake?
Well, ask that again whether yo-yo's not in the screen.
Oh, sure. So, all right, 3, 2, 1.